Hello everyone, welcome to this mini workshop on chair yoga. So I recently had someone who asked me what the difference was between a regular chair yoga class and a gentle chair yoga class. So before I dive into that, I wanted to add on to a previous workshop that I did detailing some of the different yoga props that are used in various movement and yoga classes. But two that I left out because I knew I was going to be doing this workshop and were deserving of a little bit longer talk on the discussion was the wall and chair. Two extremely valuable yoga props and tools. I am a huge proponent of yoga props. Use them anytime, any place throughout the practice. They just make yoga and movement that much more accessible. So for the wall, it could be a wall, the back of a sofa, countertop, anything that you have nearby where you can reach out, hang on to, or lean against, etc. There's so many different yoga poses that we will incorporate the wall with, and it helps with stability and balance. The second, so the chair, and what we're looking for when you use a chair in a yoga practice is something with rubberized feet at the bottom. I always place the chair when I'm using the chair in my practice on the yoga mat so it doesn't slide because I want hardwood floors, and no arms. A sturdy back but no arms because you want to have that freedom of movement for your arms or your legs because we'll shift from side to side in the chair, so you just don't want any obstacles to that movement. This is just a simple card table chair that I got, and it works very well. You could use a kitchen chair, anything that doesn't have arms, essentially. So why we use a chair in yoga practice is purely for accessibility. It's brilliant. It just makes it accessible, makes yoga and movement accessible to for everyone. So you might be currently, or it could be chronic, long-term, experiencing difficulty with feet, ankles, knees, hips, back, anything that no longer makes, or for a period of time, no longer makes the floor accessible. So we just bring it up into a chair. So you can keep on or even begin yoga and movement practice, but we just do it in a chair. There is an unlimited amount of poses and sequences that can be designed around the chair. So I hope you will give it a try. And the difference between, so to circle back to the original question of the difference between gentle yoga and chair yoga. So gentle yoga, 90% of the class, you are seated in the chair, but moving around in the chair. So 90% of the class is seated. We will get up from time to time, maybe move around the chair, working on walking sequences or mobility around the chair, but the most part of the class is seated. Where a regular yoga practice, or chair yoga practice, sorry, moves between the chair, standing, and floor work. So if, like I said, if the floor is not accessible, then just stick to the gentle chair classes, and which are just as challenging and a lot of movement to do. You will still build heat in the body, work up a sweat and experience the same benefits as the other practices. So thank you for joining me, and thank you for your questions. I encourage questions because it creates ideas for different workshops for me to do and lets me know what questions you have. And so it's very likely if you send me a question that it will end up in a video, because I guarantee if you are asking the question, someone else is as well and can benefit from creating your workshop out of your questions. So send me more and I will be happy to answer whatever I can. I hope you will join me for the variety of yoga and movement practices that are on the site. And I hope to see you soon. Thank you.